Play a lot of video games and think about video games a lot. Mostly just watch video games. No, it's prepping for an event like this is tough because you don't really know like what the scale is going to be like. There's a ton of people watching. There's a ton of people in person, and this is the first time I've done something like this in front of 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 plus people, whatever, however many it was. I tried to not think about it because it was very intense. But on stream we'll play games sometimes, and if I get knocked out early, which never happens, I'll take the opportunity to just kind of deafen up to everybody in Discord and jokingly go through a play-by-play just for fun. And surprisingly, that paid off, I think, pretty big for this. It felt very natural to sit up there in front of all these people and just kind of pretend that it was on stream. And that's why the same kind of banter came out. It felt like, it honestly felt kind of like a cakewalk. Shenanigans, easy. Shenanigans is the go-to thing. You don't see anybody else riding on rockets, throwing impulse nades, using a jetpack, flying above people. All the crazy stuff that you can do in Fortnite puts it just way out in front of anybody else that's trying to keep up with it. There are always new games kind of popping up, and they'll have their time in the spotlight for their 15 minutes of fame. But before you know it, from the look of things, it's going to be right back to Fortnite every single day. The game has established itself as a fun, enjoyable shooter that is kind of open to everybody. I can't imagine anybody's locked out from this kind of game. That's why you see the audience had tons of kids watching. You had adults, their parents, everybody out there. So I love them to death. Justine is hilarious. She's fabulous. Gloom. Golden Boy, they're wonderful. All of them are wonderful. I've worked with Golden Boy in the past at PSX, so I knew what I was getting into with him. Alex is a great talent. He does a really good job of casting events like this. He loves competitive play, and so it kind of came naturally for him. This is Gloom's first event like this, but her interviewing, talking to people. I mean, she does a lot of YouTube right now, and I'll say this: she should get more into streaming because her on the spot engagement was excellent. It all depends on what role I'm playing. If Epic reaches out and wants to talk about casting more events like this, obviously that's a conversation we'll have. But if I can end up in a player seat, then, people reference Ryan Reynolds on stream all the time. I don't know, Ryan, I don't know if you're into Fortnite, man, but if you are, hit me up. DrLupo on Twitch is the Twitter tag. I'm watching. I don't know. So long as they can keep things fresh, exciting, engaging, and not rehash. Right now, there's a lot of games, a lot of companies are making rehashes, sequels upon sequels upon sequels. And I don't see Fortnite doing that. I doubt you'll ever see a Fortnite 2 when this game eventually maybe runs its course. So I have no idea. So long as, like I said, so long as they keep things fun and lighthearted, this kind of game will always live because it's a video game, and it knows it's a video game. Very surreal. This isn't the first time I've done a conference-y thing. I mean, this is E3. It's the big one. But before this, when I was still a Destiny 1 streamer all the time, Guardian Con was huge. I love engaging with people, taking the opportunity to talk to as many people as I can. In fact, if it weren't for this interview, I'd probably still be out on stage signing as many things as I possibly could, because these people made journeys to be here, and it's my job to fill the role of doing everything I can to make these people happy, and I know that, and I want to, and it honestly kind of broke my heart to have to be pulled away. So next time, if I don't have to do any interviews, believe me, I'll be out there until freaking midnight if that's what it takes.
Wrapping up at E3, and this whole event has been a pretty wild ride. There's so much to see here, and not enough time for any one mortal man to see it all. So I sadly didn't get to go all over the place, but maybe next year. It was really cool to have a chance to meet a lot of people in person at the Twitch meet and greet. And let me just say, one of my favorite things is meeting people to watch the stream. And I wish I had more time to say hi to everybody, so anytime I have to hurry things up, it's always kind of heartbreaking, but I'm really, genuinely very glad that people take time out of their lives to come say, hey. That's why I stream, it's for people to watch the channel. Super excited to be back here next year. Hopefully next year I'll have more time to say hi to everybody and see all of the really, really cool games, say hi to all the companies that are here, but for now, I'm going to have to bounce. See you guys later.